Shai Bashimar Kakadash Barakatah. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to you elders and brothers out there in the world teaching the truth of sincerity. It's the brother Yahudan. All right, so we're starting up the second part to this. I'm just gonna get the second part done real quick. I had just basically showed physical, fleshly proof in the flesh for those fleshlites, Israelites that need proof. You know what I mean, to be woken up, and I say that with love and strong words, because in a balance of love and hate, man, tough love. It's time that we wake the fuck up, man. It's time as Israelites that we wake up and realize who we are in America. The 1/3, wake up. 144,000, wake up. All right. Let's say it, the Albah Shimi Hawashai, man. It's time that we wake up and get out of here, man. It's all through the spirit and power of his will. But it's time, man. We don't have much time left. All right. This is Isaiah 13:7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Now, every man's heart shall melt through that nuclear fire, and every man's heart shall melt because everything they've worked for, everything they've lived for, everything they've postured up in America, all falsely, to have fallen before their eyes, to become not, to become nothing, for nothing, when those bombs go off, when that martial law is declared, when that World War III event kicks off, when the U.S. dollar collapses. All right, all the man's heart shall melt. All you Edomites, all you other nations, your heart's going to melt in fear and terror, because everything you've come to know and love in this country will be out of the picture. You won't even know how to operate. Your heart's going to melt. You're going to be fucked off and not knowing what to do. Excuse my rude speech. It says Isaiah 13:8. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. And why is their faces going to be as flames, man? Because they're going to be looking at each other in disbelief when those nuclear sirens are going off, and their light's going to be so bright because that nuclear bomb detonated 30 miles away. And you see that mushroom cloud going up, and you see the light of that mushroom cloud on another person's face, and they see flames of fire on another person's face because that light's getting closer as that nuclear fucking flame is coming. That wall of fire is coming closer and closer and closer to burn your ass up, man. That's what's coming to America, whether you like it or not. Thus saith the scriptures, man. All right, fear the Lord, man. Especially if you're an Israelite, fear the Lord, man. These heathens, they gonna get that ass whooped, whether they like it or not. And they really gonna fear the Lord, because they ain't never known. But you Israelites, you know Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know our power. You know what he's capable of. Fear the Lord, man. Return to the law, statutes, commandments. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. To lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Desolate. Root the sinners up out of it. Don't need to explain that. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. So the stars of heaven and the constellations of the stars in heaven, and so on and so forth, they shall not give their light. The nuclear mushroom cloud and fallout cloud is going to block the sky out. The sun shall not give its light anymore. All right? The stars ain't going to be able to shine through the nuclear fallout and the mushroom clouds. So after all these 1,000 nuclear missiles go off in the world, the scriptures say that there's going to be so many nuclear missiles hitting the earth at the same time that the earth's going to rock back and forth like a drunkard. Heel and fro, it says. Rock back and forth. That's going to make a man's heart melt, man. That's going to make a man's heart melt when he sees that happening. So as Israelites, we should return to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We should be subjective to our power. We should be in subjection to our power, man. It's not that we are wimps because we don't want that to happen to us. We are willing and ready to give our lives in that event if we need to, in that nuclear event. All right? But we need to get right with our power, man. We need to get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai so he's not angry at us anymore. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that guy that comes through the 2/3, that comes back through the 2/3, man, and it has that everlasting shame. Because that's what the scriptures say. The 1/3 and the elect, the 144, they're gonna procreate the 2/3 back through them, through their seed lines. All right, through their genealogy. And those kids that come back to the 2/3, they're gonna be all the rappers. They're gonna be all the actors and all the fucking Israelites in America that think that this place is the coolest thing under the sun, and don't ever they can't even contemplate the thought of returning to the law, statutes, commandments, and they don't want nothing to do with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And some of them have that Judas Iscariot spirit on them, and they actually had hands in killing Yahushai. So I mean, can you imagine having that everlasting shame? You know, if the Lord wills it, man, and the Lord's supping with you, and you have an inclination to this word, man, you need to come up out of America and return to these law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's it. All you other heathens, all you other nations, if this is offending you, if this is offensive to you, then like I said, stand in your shoes, stand in your boots, because there's something coming for you. Alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. It's coming. It is, and that's the prophet Joel. We're in a different book now. We're hitting it from a different angle, but here we go. It says, is not the meat cut off before our eyes? Yea, joy and gladness from the house of our God. The seed is rotten under their clods. The garners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down. For the corn is withered. And I forgot I had added this piece into this section because this is the state of America right now. It's becoming less and less. Like the music, you see the music, it just starts to gradually decline. It just sucks. You know, the fucking entertainment industry, it's just gradually declining. It just fucking is shit. It sucks. It's terrible. You know, you just see America falling apart piece by piece. You know, the fucking infrastructure is falling apart. This land is cursed, man. This land is cursed. The whole ideology of being wicked is cursed, and it's starting to fall out of power, man. The Most High said the last shall be the first shall be the last. Well, right now we have a power struggle going on. We have a switching of roles happening. The righteous elect are going to go from being on the bottom of the earth, wherever they are, to be on the top of the earth with Hamashiach, with the King of all kings. And the Amalekian so-called Jews in Israel right now, and the Amalekian Edomites, and all you Edomites that are on top right now, are going straight to the bottom. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Along with all you other nations that had hands and putting your hands on God's children, man. Thou shouldest not have. Thus said the book of Obadiah, thou shouldest not have put your hands on the Lord's children, man. O Lord, to thee will I cry, for the fire hath devoured the pastures of wilderness, and the flame hath burned all the trees of the field. And that's talking about the status of Israel, as well as the nuclear fire that is coming to America. The beasts of the field cry also unto thee, for the rivers of water are dried up, and the fire hath devoured the pastures of the wilderness. And that's talking about the animals, man. Like how Esau has all these animals in their or what do you call them? Their facilities. You know, they might as well call it a facility. Their slaughterhouses, where they just mass pack all these animals into slaughterhouses, and they feed them ungodly chemicals that they use as dietary genocide on the world. That's what Esau does. So the beasts of the field cry also unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The beasts of the field, they're crying unto who the world calls God, because they don't even want Esau to be in power no more. They're tired of being slaughtered for naught. They're tired of being, you know what I mean? So even the animals are tired of this damn devil, man. It says, blow you the trumpet in Zion. And that's what we're doing, man. The elder apostles of Great Millstone. We're blowing the trumpet. All right, starting with the elder apostles, Salak, and the elders around the world. All of us in Great Millstone are blowing this trumpet, man. Alerting Israel to wake up out of their slumber. And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. All right, we have the stars. We have the moon to dictate what time we're in. We had that blood moon. We had all these lunar events, even with the sun, the solar event. These are the times that we're in, man. So if you don't believe based off of prophecy and based off of the things that are happening right before our eyes, There has to be something in your heart and in your mind that will initiate that spark. Okay, and if the Lord is not dealing with you and he hardens your heart, man, that's a fearful thing. You know what I mean? If you're an Israelite, you're coming back through the 1/3, you're coming back through the elect, and that's that. You know, you'll never understand on this side, and as sad as it is, that's how it has to be, because you 2/3 are rebellious, man. You're fucking coons, man. You don't ever want to listen to the law, statutes. You ain't never listened to the law, statutes, and commandments, and you never will. Thus saith the scriptures, man. And that goes for you confusions of faces too, man. All you confusions of faces out there that look like other nations, but you have an Israelite spirit inside your body. You have Israelite blood flowing through your veins, man. You the biggest coons, man. Because you comfortable in your flesh, even though that's not who you are. And you know it, and I know it, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai knows it. All right? So get right, man. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. And again, with reiteration to the fact that this is what we're at here. It's in this article here. The Pentagon you know, and it's a spirit. The Lord putting the spirit on these devils to become, or to basically show their teeth, man, to show who they are, show their face, to rear its ugly head. You know, because Esau likes to play that Mr. Nice Guy. He likes to play, oh, we're coming into other countries to help. You know, we're here to help. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's the damn devil, bro. So this is the Lord putting the spirit on them. See that missile right there? That's gonna blot out the sky. When that arrow gets shot throughout the earth, man, it talks about in Esdras how the archer shall shoot the arrow, and he shall shoot the arrow around the earth. He ain't talking about no actual arrow. He talking about a nuclear ICBM, a missile out of a silo, and it'll be shot into the ends of the earth. That's what's going to go on in the sky, and all up in America's ass, and all up in Russia and China and around the world. And it's going to clean this place up for all the iniquity and wickedness that partakes in this land. And we're going to stop it there again. Hopefully this was edifying, man. I'm sorry for getting a little irate, but this is the spirit. Man, Israel, wake up. Confusions of faces, wake up. You know, if this prophecy, if this word, if the Lord's name sups with you, man, come home, come back, repent, return back to Yasharallah, man. There ain't this much time left, man. Shalom.